Welcome everybody, welcome. I'm going to be doing this quick video on compound interest, starting off with this quote from Albert Einstein, who called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, right? He said, "He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it," right? So the great Albert Einstein, genius, he understood this. So let's get into it. So what is compound interest? Right? You got to think of compound interest as your money's superpower. That's when your money earns money, right? Your money earns money, and then that new money also starts earning money, right? So that money earns money, then that money earns money, right? It's a snowball effect. The snowball keeps getting bigger over time, right? That's the compound effect of your money, right? When you have a good interest. So think of a snowball rolling down a hill. You could start small, but it gets growing bigger and faster as it picks up momentum, right? So here's that snowball. So when it comes to compound interest, time is your secret weapon, right? So here we have this great example. Okay, so let's say you start investing, let's say you start investing when you're 25 years old. You start investing $200 a month for 40 years, right? This is assuming about a 7% return rate, right? You're investing $200 a month for 40 years. The result, $525,000 at least, right? What came out of your pocket is this $96,000. So from $96,000, your money grew to over $500,000. That's amazing, right? Now let's look at example B. This guy started when he was 35. He started 10 years later. Same strategy. He started investing $200 a month, and he did that for 30 years, right? 10 years less. The result, $245,000. What came out of his pocket? $72,000, right? So it still grew a lot, his money, during that 30 years. But that 10-year head start that the first person had earned him an extra $280,000, right? And he only invested, $24,000 more than the other guy, but he beat him by over $280,000, right? So time truly is the secret ingredient that makes compound interest magical, right? So it's amazing. So this slide, the compound interest. Okay, let's talk about savings, right? Well, most of us, we have money in the bank, our savings accounts, right? But if you look at what traditional banks, your Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, what are they paying you? Most of them are paying you 0.01%, right? And your money barely grows anything. Even credit unions, check what they pay you. It hardly earns anything, right? Compare that to a high yield savings account, right? You're going to be earning at least 3 to 5% in interest. So this is meaningful growth for your cash, right? So definitely look into a high yield savings account. So investing in the stock market, something like an index funds, historically has delivered 7 to 10% annual returns, right? So if you really want to take advantage of this compound interest, you got to be investing in the stock market. That's your number one place to really take advantage of compound interest. Okay. It's an amazing graph, but just to summarize, let's summarize what we talked about, right? You got to get your money working for you. You got to start small, but start now. You got to stay consistent. So invest regularly, save regularly, high yield savings for your emergency fund. But if you really want to take advantage of this compound interest, invest in the stock market, right? So that's today's lesson on compound interest. I hope this was helpful, and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Thank you.